Welcome to episode 22 of the Perspective Podcast. My name is Limatemi, and this is the best podcast in the UK, in the world, matter of fact. And to start off, verse of the day, I think it's from Psalms. Blessed are those who have not seen and yet still believed. It's from the book of John. I don't specifically remember the chapter or number of the verse, but I know that it's blessed are those who have not yet seen and yet still believe. Self-explanatory. Blessed are those who have not seen but still chase after what they love to do. That is literally the definition of faith. Still chasing after something even when you can't even see it or you can't physically see it, you know. It's virtual, but it's a feeling. That is hope. That is faith. And I hope that every single one of you have that installed in your mind to just go and get it. You know, I have that type of message for the podcast every week. You know, do what you love to do and chase it, because the beauty is in the horizon and you are doing well. You're doing more than enough. Just keep going. You know, days are not going to be easy, but we forever keep growing, learning and finding a way. And I just want to say that to whom this is being consumed by, I'm proud of you. You know, you're always doing well. You're always thriving. And just keep going, keep learning, and keep being the best version of you, not for anybody, but for yourself. And don't let anyone or anything tell you that you are not worthy, because you are more than worthy, you are more than blessed. So just keep your head up high, because you're only getting started, and we are only getting started, and that's a fact. That was a nice little message. And to start off with the episode, I know you see the vinyl on the back. Oh man, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. This right here, it's not my favorite Kanye album, but I really enjoy it. It was a real slow burn on me for a lot of songs, and yeah, I love the creativity of it. I know you see the album cover. This one is the different one, because I like how different this vinyl is. You can change the cover by the stickers that it comes with, which I believe is sick. Not a lot of albums or vinyls do that anymore. It's always just one, or it has the separate covers that you have to get separate. I get it, more money I guess, but I like how creative it was, and yeah, it's very sick. I love the way that this vinyl looks, and I love how creative it is. This released, what year did it release? 2010? Not sure. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is the album that really brought this man back into the game, because he messed a lot of shit up. This album came out after he did that speech where he interrupted Taylor Swift and everyone hated him. He came to the Grammy, I don't know what award it was. It was like the music video award. Yes, it was the MTV Music Video Awards. He had that Henny, he had that Maze haircut with Amber Rose, and yeah, that really messed everything up. But then he had to find a way to make a beautiful album, which he did. And my favourite songs off My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, straight off the bat, is Blame Game. I like Gorgeous. I really like Gorgeous. That's one of my favourites. I really like Appalled. Those are all underrated cuts as well. I cannot lie to you. But it's a really good album. Of course, you got Runaway. It's a really long song. I deep it every time I listen to it that this song is actually really long, but it's a good song. All of the lights, especially the interlude. I love the interlude where it has the instruments, the piano, the violin. It just sounds perfect. Like, honestly, I could be driving and I could put that song in the background, bro. I'm levitating, literally straight levitating. But the whole album is fire. Obviously, you got Devil in New Dress. Whole album is fire. I really like it, and you can't forget about this album. What are your favourite songs of Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy? Let me know in the comments. And as we talk about the comments, make sure you like, subscribe, stay tuned to the podcast, because I'm going to make sure that every podcast we are getting better, and that I'm doing my best to be a better person for you in terms of the engagement, in terms of the entertainment, and just overall quality, because that's what matters. You know, I choose not to be selfish. I choose to be selfless. Of course, this is something that I love to do, and yes, I want to accumulate into all these like milestones, but we already are doing that. So, you know, I just choose to enjoy the ride, enjoy these moments, because it's about to get crazier. But yeah, like, stay tuned. Even Kanye says it. You know what I mean? Stay tuned. But while we're into the episode, I just want to talk about how everyone is touring right now. And I love it. You know one thing I love to do? I love going on TikTok and just seeing all the tours going on. So Tyler, the Creator, is on tour right now. And he does this thing where... Hey, he's a funny guy. I'm going to Manchester, and this is a manifesto. Like, I've got to be there. The time that this episode releases, it's on Tuesday. He's touring in Manchester on a Tuesday. A generational thing may happen. I'm putting it out there. A generational thing is happening. But anyway, Tyler, the Creator, is on tour, right? And he does this thing where he's interacting with his fans. I love the way that Tyler, the Creator, interacts with his fans. He may be my favorite artist in terms of the way he interacts with others, because it's very nice. It's very normal. It's very literally like a conversation with thousands of people in a room. I feel like a lot of artists don't do that. They just do their songs onto the next, say a little introduction of the song, and then onto the next. There's nothing wrong with that because we want to hear the music, but there's something specific about what Tyler does. He does the rapping, he does the little singing, and then he does the little like interludes or monologues when he's just talking. You know, he loves to make jokes with the audience, and it shows that there's a comedian side to him, and he's always had that type of personality to him. You know, like, he's so funny. That's why he's so funny, and that's why he's good at what he does, because you can find the humor in a lot of things that he does, and regardless, it's that term of that confidence and that love that he has for music and just to express his love to others. And it's very inspiring, I cannot lie to you. I was talking to the audience, and then there's one part where I don't know what, like, at what part during the show where he's like going down the stairs, yeah, and fans are screaming at him. Bro, tell me why he's screaming back at them, like, bro. Bro, I'm gonna have to find a video. I'm actually gonna have to find a video. You know what, yeah, I'm gonna do it now so that I don't forget. So he literally just be going screaming back at the fans, bro, and he looks disgusted. He looks scared, bro, and he's doing that shit. But no, I think it's so far, like, because not a lot of artists just, like, do that. No, bro, it's so funny. That's so funny, bro. That's actually really funny. Damn. If I was to do a tour, I'd do the same thing as well, bro. I would do the exact same thing. That's another thing that he does. He's just on a mad one. Like, oh, everyone's calling him a wanker, and he's going, yes, yes. Like, bro, it's just the little funny things that he does while he's on tour, and people should normalize doing stuff like that, like just talking, making jokes, and just letting the fans do their things, bro. Being reckless just like him, you know what I mean? It really is a good way to reciprocate the energy and the love that you're giving off. And you can see that the way that the stage design is, it's sick. The way that he's done the tour, it looks sick. Like, it's very nice, and I can appreciate it from a standpoint that, yo, he's doing his thing, and I appreciate it a lot, because even though I'm not an artist, it's very inspirational. With everything that he does, really, in terms of his shows, in terms of his production for his albums, for his music videos, for his stage sets, for his clothing, La Fleur, like, and his partnership with Converse, and what's the other one? Lacoste. Like, he's actually done quite a lot, and it's inspirational, bro. Like, honestly, he should do a podcast, or at least jump on a podcast, you know what I mean? Perspective Podcast is the one, and that's a fact. That is a real certain fact. Let me know if you guys are going to his tour, because we may be there. Or if you went to his tour already, let me know if you enjoyed it. And let me know what your favourite parts, and let me know what parts you didn't like. When I saw him in 2022 Park Life Festival. Was it 2022? No, 2023. 2023. And this was his Call Me If You Get Lost era. Hey, Call Me If You Get Lost is Tyler's best album, in my opinion. Well, it's my favourite. You got songs like Massa, Run It Up, Corso, Lemonhead, Juggernaut. I'm missing one. Anyway, yeah, those ones I really like. I could only think of those 6 songs off the bat. But, Hot Wind Blows as well. Beautiful song, production, fire. Like, I really like the way that the album is ran. And as well, you got DJ Drama just talking his shit. And listening to an album like that makes me want to travel, because there's something beautiful about traveling or getting yourself out there, having a group of people to just travel or do whatever makes you happy. Like, things like that is beautiful, and it's inspiring. Like, honestly, bro, everything that guy does, inspiring, and I love it, because if he can, then so can we, so can you, So don't put yourself in a box that you can't do, because you can do anything. Just lock in. Lock the fuck in. The way that he is lyrically on that album, bro, it's out of this world. I think it's his best he's ever been lyrically on an album. Chromacopia is up there, but Call Me If You Get Lost, bro. Hot Wind Blows, fire. Massa, fire. There's a Wilshire, even that one is fire. And I like the story behind that. He said he wrote that during like a dark phase in his life, and then after he finished doing that, he was like, it sounded off, but he still kept it the way it is. Bro, sometimes you just gotta let things be, and that's literally what he did, and I think that's sick. Damn, I'm on a Tyler wagon, aren't I? But nah, his music is just fire, and I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. Toliver, he's touring, and he's just over Europe. He's doing his Hearthstone Cycle tour, and it looks sick. I cannot lie to you. We may be there in the London or the Manchester one. I've not got tickets. I cannot lie to you. Like, I've literally been lacking in terms of tickets, but I've got a couple. Yet, if there's an opportunity or something for us to go there, we will be there, you know? So never say never. Never say never. But yeah, Toliver is doing his thing with this tour, and it's nice to see it. You know what I mean? Like, it's nice to see he's doing his tour. He's doing arenas in these like countries in Europe, and he's got his arena one in UK. I was at his last one at OVO Wembley, and that's the same one that Ken Carson did. And from that to the O2 arena is sick, because now it's showing that, yeah, like, I'm him, and yeah, he is. You know what I mean? Like, he's actually do well, and his music, well, his Hearthstone Cycle album, it shows that it's paying off, even though I don't think it has that much replay value. And I don't know if that's me. I just don't see a lot of replay value in it, only in a few songs. Like, if I hear it, if it comes up on shuffle, I'll listen to it, but I just don't feel like the replay value is as high as a Lovesick or a Life of a Don. I appreciate more of his melodic sound, and that's not to say that his melodic sound on Hearthstone Cycle isn't there, but it's just not as present as it is in his previous projects, even Heaven or Hell. Yeah, you could say that Life of a Don is his most melodic because it just suits the vibe. But I can appreciate that you're switching up the vibe, and you can't just stay stuck in one box, and that's what he's doing, and it's showing off for himself, you know what I mean? It's doing well. So I really like the way that he's just doing his things, and just Hearthstone Cycle is a good album, and you can't go wrong. New drop, Backstreets is still my favourite. I still love Backstreets. I really like Brother Stone as well. 5 to 10 too. 5 to 10 too. 5 to 10 is also a good one. More music for you to listen to. So, with all of these drops that are happening, June is going to be a heavy month. I've said this previously. We've got Little Sims. Oh my gosh, yeah. Bro, speaking of Little Sims, yeah. So, she dropped a song called Young. She has an album coming out June 6th, I think. And the album is called Lotus. And I'm going to just speak for Little Sims real quick. Yeah? Her music is really good. And I really fuck with her music heavy. The way that people are perceiving her song Young is crazy. She posted a TikTok like to promote the song of the music video. I literally knew, because of how different the sound is, that it's not gonna get received in a friendly way. I clicked the comments, bro. Someone said, bro, how is someone gonna say this is a Just Eats advert? Or like, yeah, like things like that, bro, like saying that it stinks. And then I was just thinking, like, damn, can an artist not switch up the style a little bit? Like, I know it's not exactly what you think what you'd want it to be, but for someone like Little Sims, who's always had this like rap type of style, she's never really tapped into a different type of background. I think it's cool. It's not something that I'd listen to. Yeah, as I was listening to it, I can appreciate the different storytelling as it started, that she's not willing to like do what she wants to do, you know, she's willing to just make mistakes because she's young. And then how, because she's young, she's also willing to do what she wants to do and just like grow in that aspect. And I think that part is sick. Like, I like the storytelling of the song. It's just not for me personally to listen to. You never know. As time goes on, I may like it more. But yeah, it's crazy how things that don't get received in a good way, it blows up on social media. Like, it's crazy. It's mad, like, and she's got other songs like Free and her other song, I forgot the song name, but she has a song called Free, and that's her best song that she dropped from her 3 songs that she's dropped, and I've not heard nothing about it. I've not heard no one talk about it on social media. On TikTok, I've only just heard about the young one because a lot of people are talking about it in a negative way. Like, it's mad how quick things trouble when things are negative. But when things are good, it's just gonna be a slow burner. And it should not be like that, bro. Like, it should be the opposite. And it makes me really look at social media sideways. Every episode I say something like that because there's just always something to look at sideways. You literally can't have everything. You make a good song, then it just does not get reached out as much. But you make a good song that is different to others and gets rubbed off the wrong way that a lot of people are hearing it and commenting on it. Like, damn. That's what makes me realize that life as an artist is so contradictory. Like, it's very weird. Like, yeah, it's very weird. But hey, as long as you do what you love, that's all that matters. And her album, We Will Be There. And that's a fact. Kamal. If you know about Kamal, he's a UK R&B artist, or like indie, alternate R&B, that type of stuff. He's done a few songs for Dave, Mercury. I can only think of Mercury. He's done one for Mercury, and then he's done one for our 25th birthday for Dave and Central C. And then after that, he's done one for Central C's album. And that one is Now We're Strangers. Yeah, Now We're Strangers. I was going to say We Don't Talk Anymore. We don't talk anymore. What a banger, by the way. But yeah, Kamal's been on a run with like doing these features for Dave and Central C. And it's nice to see that he's doing his own thing. And he's been doing his own thing. And as he should. But for an artist who's that young and has a good voice, like, use it, bro. Like, keep going. And he's released a song, it's called Guilty. It's more like a indie R&B type of vibe, and I fuck with it. I think it's a W vibe, and I genuinely feel like you enjoy it. So if you like Kamal, or if you like that type of vibe, go and listen to it because you will enjoy it. And he's got his album dropping soon. I don't know the date, but he had to release something because, hey, it's been a minute. Then you have Nico B, and I want to talk about Nico B for a sec. He's good with the way that he advertises things, or, you know, does that type of promo for himself, and it seems very effortless. Like, it just shows that you could do anything effortlessly. You don't have to put too much effort into it as long as you just do it. He did a promo for, I think it's an album called People, or like, I don't know what, I think I have a feeling it's an album. And then yeah, so he did an advert for People, and it's that type of advert that is like, it reminds me of, have you guys seen this show on like TV, UK TV, by the way? It's called Friday Night Dinner. It's got that type of vibe to it, like, or like In-Betweeners. It's got that type of vibe, or like a Channel 4 type of comedy show where him and his boy are just talking about people and they're just waffling. And it's things like that like, who on earth would just think to do that? But it just works. And the way he does his promo, the way that he markets himself is funny. Like, it's actually sick. And yeah, and the thing is, like, I like Nico B, yeah, but his music, yeah, is like, just like, yeah, just do it for fun. It's nothing serious. Like, you can tell that he's not doing it serious at all. Like, he's just doing it for fun. And because of that, it's just gonna do well regardless. And yeah, it's actually mental. For the fact, I've actually spoke to Nico B before. I was working at Reading Festival last year, and I was working at the guest area, and him and his girl came by. They wanted a drink, and I remember I was like talking to him for a little bit. Nice guy, Dobby mans. But yeah, it's just things like that. Like, yeah, I think when you have that authentic vibe to yourself and just that chill vibe, just a chill guy, you know, you're gonna do well. Like, regardless, you're gonna do well. And you can see, because he's got connects with everyone, bro. Like, bro, Nico, if you're seeing this, yeah, spare me some connects, or spare me some, like, I don't know, like, people that you know, bro. Because, hey, we're trying to live out here. Maybe I should just move to London, just get out of this place. Or maybe I should just move to Manchester. Maybe I should just, like, go to as many different places, many different cities, and just explore with the amount of money that I've got, and just fuck it. Why not? You know what I mean? Like, maybe, like, why don't that just happen? Because you can literally make anything off whatever. That is an idea. Might have to do that. But at what cost? At what cost? Am I right? Facts. But yeah, Nico B, hey, he's got W Music and his song Hair Clips. No, is it Hair Clips or Head Clips? Hair Clips. It's valid. Go and tap in. Playboy Carti and NBA Youngboy. Well, Kanye West, NBA Youngboy and Carti. So Carti released a song called Alive, which is like a part 2 of his song Crank. And I really like Crank, to be fair. And that song blew up on social media. I don't know who did it first. I think it was Kanye West. He did one with him and NBA Youngboy. And of course, the one with Carti and Youngboy sounds better. It's got the same Youngboy verse, but Carti just took Kanye off him and just used his own verse. And it's mad how I feel like this beef that they got going on is like staged. I don't think it's that genuine. I just think it's a good way to just like, you know, market yourself in that type of way. And I hear it, bro. Like, I genuinely do hear it. And especially with the way that Kanye's been moving, saying, oh, like, I'm sorry for the way that I've been moving. Like, please forgive me. Like, come on, broski. We all know how you move. Like, yeah, we all know how you move. And it's a bit, like, we'll just believe it when we see it, you know what I mean? But that's not to say that there's no such thing as that we don't, I can forgive, but I just can't really listen to his, I can't, I'm just saying a whole lot of nothing. It's just that his music legacy is not as strong as it used to. Every single time he just has an episode, you know what I mean? But that's a completely different topic. NBA Youngboy, Carti, they released their song together. I think it's cool. Carti's voice, I'm not really a fan of it. NBA Youngboy did his thing. It just, his mic sounded like it was like far from his mic, like I don't know, like he was using a can and a mic from a can. You know what I mean? Like, it just sounded off. But hey, I don't know if that was intentional, maybe, but it's cool though. It's just not something that I'd really listen to. And then he dropped another one called like This Shit Easy. I prefer that one. Yet he did say a line in the album. He did say a line on the song that like he's gone 30 for 30 on iMusic. Boy, slow down. I don't know about 30 for 30 because there's quite a few songs that I still don't listen to. But if you guys think that it's a 30 for 30 album, hey, then I don't have anything to judge. Just for me personally, I don't think it's a 30 for 30 album. There are good songs on the album, but for it to be 30 for 30 is kind of crazy. You know, if there was less songs and you really had like the peak songs, then it would be that type of album. But yeah, just not yet. Speaking of Carti, I was listening to Feel Like Dying recently, and I was thinking about it anyway, and I forgot how good that song is. That is an underrated song from his discography. I just met different type of girls. I done been all across the world. I've seen The Weeknd and Carti are doing their tour, and I cannot lie to you, the way The Weeknd is doing his tour, bro, he knows how to pull up a good show. He's always got his good vocals. He may not be as stage prominent in terms of speaking like Tyler, but his voice is always going to be good. He really has learned his lesson since the SoFi Stadium show. That show really messed him up to the point that he made a masterpiece of an album. Bro, Herbert Tomorrow is such a good album. I still be listening to that till this day. Speaking of Herbert Tomorrow, I made a video talking about songs that are in my rotation, and I said Giving Up On Me is one of them. And during that video, I said that I prefer the second part. Bro, more people are saying they prefer the first part. Hey, it's okay to have that opinion. Yeah, have you heard the second part properly? The second part of Giving Up On Me is phenomenal. I cannot lie to you. It's a beautiful, beautiful song. Like, listen to that when you're like, I don't know, like on a walk or just like catching a vibe. It is that type of song. Like, you cannot say that it's not. But yeah, that song got a lot of like mixed reviews on the second part or the first part. And that's how you know it's a good album, where you get a lot of different sides that they still like it, yet they prefer one side, and or people saying they prefer the other side. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's sick. Don't take it from me. To switch things up, yeah, we've got few albums here. I was gonna say birds. We've got Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, Astro World, Dawn FM, 1111, and Utopia. From those albums up here, I'm going to rank the albums from my favorite to my least favorite. And this may be difficult because all these albums are actually really good. So, first album out of the albums here that is going at the bottom, 1111 by Chris Brown. It is a good album. Yet I do feel like out of all the other ones, it's not as superior. I think that's understandable because there are a lot of sleepers. There are a lot of sleepers. I just really like the song Residuals on the album. Like Residuals is a top 10 Chris Brown song. Yep. So bottom 1111. How many? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5. Literally 5. Number 5, 1111. Number 4, I got Utopia. I really like Utopia, don't get it wrong. I really like Utopia. It's a very good album. Yeah, compared to the albums on here, I'd really have to say Utopia is number 4. Because, yeah, I'd just put it number 4. Yeah, I really like Utopia. Number 3, I'm putting Dawn FM. Because I love the way it's the time that the album dropped for me that I really love Dawn FM. The time that it dropped, when I was listening to the album, I was literally listening to Dawn FM as I was watching the sunrise, and it just makes sense to the meaning of Dawn FM. So yeah, listening to that, and I love the track list. One of my favorite The Weeknd songs is on the album, and there's a run that just does not miss, and especially the transitions that they just do not miss. So yeah, number 3, Dawn FM. Number 2, is My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. I said it. Yeah, I said it. I really like the album, but there's still a few songs that I just don't really listen to. You know, I do appreciate the album though, and it's a generational one. Yeah, I do feel like his better album. My favorite album from Kanye is Late Registration. Straight off the jump, Late Registration, top tier album, and then maybe Graduation, and then My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Then number 1 for the best album on here, Astro World. It's a phenomenal album, bro. Very, very phenomenal from top to bottom. I still listen to this album, or a lot of songs from there quite frequently because of how much I just enjoy it. But yeah, Astro World is such a good album. I was listening to Stargazing, and I forgot how good the second part is. Like ding 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 ding. Like, bro, that shit sounds fire. That shit sounds really good. I did a High Rocks the other day, and it made me really fall in love with doing High Rocks. I like doing different types of workouts. I feel like I'm very hybrid in that type of sense. Like, I like to do different things. I feel like doing weight training can be boring, just doing the same thing. But if you've got High Rocks, you've got everything. And for a guy who loves running, weight training, all that type of stuff, it has everything in one, and it makes you realize, like, why not just run with it? And that's something that I'm gonna hold myself accountable and just keep doing it, keep doing High Rocks. I was talking to one of the managers. He said it's £69 for 1 month membership. I had to look at him like, yo, like, honestly, well, this is literally how it happened. So I was like, yeah, that's calm. He rang me. I was like, yeah, that's calm. Messaged him, yeah, won't be able to, mate. But then he said, pay as you go. I said, yes. Pay as you go, £10 per session. It may have to be the step to go because, it's a good way to just switch things up from doing gym. Like, I go gym Monday to Friday, and you don't want to just be doing the same thing. You know what I mean? It's good to switch it up. So this is something to the guys out there, or to the girls. Do girls watch this podcast? If girls do watch this podcast, say something. Say something. But yeah, to the people that watch the podcast, what type of workouts do you do? And if you need any help, feel free to hit me up because why not? I'm actually here to help. The sun is out, and another song that just does not miss during this type of weather. I'll say this every week. Sun Came Out by Gunna. Or just the whole Wunna album. It's been 5 years since Gunna dropped Wunna. Bro, 5 years since Wunna dropped. The songs on there are phenomenal. And I'm just going to talk about the original version. We'll talk about the deluxe soon. You got Argentina, Nasty Girls, Met Gala, Cooler Than a Bitch, Rockstar Chains, which I like, but it's not really my favorite like that. I think it's a cool song. Like, you got songs like that, either Wanna, you got bangers on that Wanna album, and it's really perfect for this type of sunny weather. And then you got the deluxe. Oh my gosh, you can't forget Street Sweeper. You can't forget the one with Uzi. I forgot the name. The one with Uzi. Got a fun here in bitch. I forgot the way that I forgot it. Obviously, you got Sun came out, and you got One Watch. You just got plenty good songs on the deluxe. Like, that one album is phenomenal, bro. Like, if you haven't listened to it, bro, tap in. I think that's my favorite Gunna album. I used to say Drip Season 3 is my favorite, which it is a really good album, but in terms of the volume and replay value that Gunna has, it's phenomenal. And I'm here for when he drops his album. Apparently he's dropping in June. We will be there. You know what I mean? We will be there. What are your favorite songs on Gunna? Because we've got to have a debate about how good his music is. I got 6 Fagiados on my wrist. On my wrist. I hope you guys are enjoying the podcast, by the way. Let me know what things you'd want me to include onto the podcast. Like, what elements you want me to do to improve, or what you want to see. Or how are you feeling about this setup? I'm doing it in a house because if I do it in a car, the camera will heat up to the point that there's no point. So I'm just going to have to do it in the house for now. And I think this is a cool setup. You know, as time builds up, we're just going to grow and we're going to improve. And I think people are getting confused, or I may be confusing you guys with Perspective. Perspective is a podcast, and with Perspective, it's going time on time into clothing, events, and into many different things. But the main objective is the podcast and the community, and just being just being close with you guys in terms of communication about music, lifestyle, fitness, and anything that I enjoy. I believe that you will enjoy. You know, I don't want to overcomplicate things. I want to make sure things are simple and show that if I can do, then so can you, because this is not just about me. You guys have been joining since the start, or if you've joined recently, thank you, because you are gang. And yeah, we don't want to forget the movement of Perspective, that it is a podcast. That's where it started, and it's still me. You know what I mean? Like, and we're going to go with guests. We are having guests. I'd love to have guests on the podcast. It's just that right now, it's as it is right now, like, I'm just doing this on my own. Yeah, I know I can have people, but I just like doing it on my own so far. And I know I may need to get out that mindset, because you can't grow on your own. Like, you have to have a team. And yeah, I'm willing to do that because, hey, all I use is my mic, my camera, my ring light, my laptop. And that's about it. I edit all these episodes because it's something I love to do, no matter how long it takes. It's a passion, and I hope you enjoy it. So yeah, if there's anything that you want to see on the podcast, let me know. And as we finish on with the episode, this is a mental health check. I hope you are thriving. I hope you are doing well, and I hope you're taking care of yourself. You know, how have you been feeling recently? How have you been going on with the day to day? How have you been going with just your overall tasks? Like, do you feel like you've been thriving or you've been surviving? Because I feel like I've been doing a whole lot of everything. Recently, I wake up and I'm just tired. But then as the day goes on, I'm like, yeah, we're lit. You know what I mean? Like, you low-key have to train your mind to just fuck it and go get it. And as we finish off with the podcast, I have a summer playlist that I've got coming up. Put some songs in the comments that you want to see for the summer playlist, because you are in control, not me. I'll post it on my TikTok. Go and tap into my socials. And on that note, that is the end of the Perspective podcast. That has been a valid podcast. My camera is literally about to die again, but we've done well. We've spoke. We've chatted, bro. We had a good vibe, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. Last episode, I was tired. I don't know if you saw, and I'm sorry for that. I don't want to be coming across as tired, but hey, you know, I can do this in my sleep. Like, it's light work, but yeah, I enjoy doing these episodes, and I hope you enjoy. And yeah, as I said previously, if there's anything that you want to see or anything that you want me to talk about, because I'm willing to improve and get better, make sure you stay tuned. And every week, every episode, we are here and we are growing because we are lit. Perspective episode 22. We've got things coming up soon. Stay tuned. Have a good week. Stand on business. Take care.